Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Endeavor Gaming. Today, we are back with yet another episode of the Captain's Table. I am joined by my good friends Thomas at Galactic Roamer, Doc Lightning, Orasonic, and this stream will be admin by our good friend Val. So, let's just go ahead and get into it. All right, everybody, we are live.
Hello, folks.
Good evening, everyone.
So let's start like we always start. Let's just go through and introduce the captains. In this corner, we have our good friend Professor Thomas.
Hello, all. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Let's have some fun.
We have Orasonic. We have Doc Lightning.
Hello.
And we have Val.
Actually want me to say something? I'm
Yeah, sure.
not quite over here.
She's our producer. She's new to the show. She's going to be more behind the scenes for now anyway, as far as things goes. She'll be making sure that things go a little more smoother than they have been. She is a skilled, wonderful gal. We're definitely glad to have her, and thank you very much for being here with us, kind of in that capacity. Thanks so much.
So
All right, then.
let me get everybody
What's going on,
invited
Anthony? What do we
to.
got?
Let me get everybody invited to a team here, and we'll start talking beam overload while we blow stuff up. So let's see what we got. So Val, are you going to be doing runs with us as well, or?
I was anticipating I was just going to sit here and monitor like chat.
Alrighty.
Right, she's pretty
Involved
much
in
just
you
going to kind
guys.
of, yeah, exactly right. We're going to just do our thing, and then she'll just kind of get a feel for what we have going on in the background, and we'll, kind of work together that capacity. Things might change as it goes forward, but for now, we'll just do our regular thing.
Sounds good. All right. Well, I have sent everybody team invites, so we can get started. While we start, let's go into the main topic for today's stream, and that is going to be beam overload. This oh so fun ability that you can find in any Lieutenant Commander tactical seating. It's beautiful. It is my favorite ability to use, and I think everybody knows that, especially the people here.
Well, if they didn't, they do now.
I've faced it plenty of times enough to know by now at this point.
So, I was going to start out going through a really quick rundown of just what I use on my build while we get ourselves queued up for a random here, which popped very fast. I run the Disco 3-piece set, so I have the Dark Matter Quantum Torpedo and the Wide Angle Phaser Beam Bank, as well as 3 sensor-linked phaser dual beam banks. These are awesome, they do a ton of damage, and they sound great. For my deflector, I'm running an Elite Fleet Intervention Protomatter Deflector Array that gives me tons of hull cap and control expertise, the oh-so-wonderful competitive engines, and a 2-piece set from the Revolutionary set, which was the event from the missions, if I'm not mistaken, right, guys?
It's from the last event stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. For those not fortunate enough to get it, they are definitely wishing they had, because it is very worth it.
It's just a fun set to use. In the back, I'm using the sensor-linked Omni. This can be substituted with a lot of different things because these are somewhat difficult to get.
Mm-hmm.
The Advanced Inhibiting Phaser Omni. And the Kinetic Cutting Beam. Console-wise, I'm using another piece from that set, the Ordnance Accelerator, the Ultimate Modified Swarm Processor, the Disruption Pulse Emitter to work with my DPRM, the Deconstructive Resonance Emitter, and a few Lobi consoles a lot of people will recognize, the Tachykinetic Converter and Bioneural Infusion Circuits. So, in addition to that, for our science consoles, we are running the Assimilated Module and Domino for that oh so wonderful weapon firing cycle haste. And finally, for attack, we're rounding out that disco set. We have a vulnerability exploiter, a locator, and the console from the Bird of Prey for Klingon recruits, the enhanced induction coils. So obviously this is my build, but one of the things I like about Beam Overload is there's a ton of stuff you can do. I believe everybody else here is also running Beam Overload build, so I'll give them a few minutes to talk about some of the stuff that they're using too. Or we'll start with you, because...
I know I've got arguably the most different one from you. So I have mostly what Lockhart has on his ship, except I don't use any of the sensor link stuff, weapons. Even though I have access to them, I went a little bit of a different route. I decided to go with Agony phasers.
Those are fun.
The Agony dual phaser beam array, the Terran Task Force phaser beam array, and also the phaser dual heavy cannons, because I run a bit of everything on the ship. I also run the Trilithium Omni and Agony Omni, as well as the Trilithium Phaser turret, with more or less the same traits and other ship stuff that he's running as well.
Yep. And how about you, Doc? What are you running?
And mine's still a work in progress, but my build is very similar to with sensor link stuff. I am using the Trilithium Omni instead of the advanced inhibiting and a crafted ultra rare Omni instead of a sensor link Omni, because in case you folks didn't know, those things are a heck of expensive, so yeah.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. Only a few $100 million or so.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Just a couple $100 at a time.
Or you could get lucky and open it out of a Discovery Weapons pack, like some people.
Cough, cough, Thomas, cough, cough.
Aura.
Oh.
And rounding us out,
Here, three of you.
Thomas, what are you running on that Gagarin of yours?
Well, let's see. On this little baby here, I am running the, I believe that's the two-piece disco set with the phaser and the torpedo. I've got the Terran phaser array and three pulse phaser dual beam mates. I've got a colony deflector, the popular, ever popular pulse engine. Two-piece revolutionary. It's a good diverse set. I like it a lot. I've got the, let's see, I do believe it's just the one piece of the Trilithium, the Omni there. No, actually no. It's the dual with the Omni and the turret, and then a sensor linked Omni as well. It hits like a freaking Mack truck. Of course, one of my favorite things on it, which I love on pretty much every build I can incorporate it onto, is the immolating phaser lance, because bam.
Yeah, I have been hit with that thing enough to know that it does a ton of damage, but I must know.
I've used so many times with it that I found it has a visceral satisfaction to it that I just find, well, visceral.
Why do you use pulse phasers instead of sensor linked phasers?
I love the sound of pulse phasers on overload. It seems like death. It's just fracking gorgeous. I love it. I just love it.
Well, fun space Barbie is fun.
The debuffing doesn't hurt either, but you know, sometimes it's just about the space Barbie, the sound, the look, the curves, whatnot. So,
What is the debuff on those beams?
oh God, let's see. Let's see. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on these guys here, I don't look at it often these days. Let's see. So the details on that says the debuff on it. Let's see. Plus 10 damage resistance to self. Gives you 20% severity during ambush. After cloak, if you happen to have the cloak, minus 10 on damage resistance, 15 seconds. It's you know, it's beautiful. It's got a 1% chance crit, buff to self, stacks up to 3 times, as well as severity. I mean,
That's nasty. And the ability for a lot more Fed players and stuff to use Cloak has increased somewhat now that Klingon ships are flyable by everyone.
yeah, exactly right.
For those of you that are just coming back or have been under a bridge the last few weeks, the walls between factions have been lowered. You can now fly Klingon ships if you are a Fed, and if you are a Fed, you can fly Klingon ships. It is very nice, though. Exclusions apply, blah blah blah. You have to have a Klingon character up at level 65 or pay Zen, but it's a nice little system. It finally allowed me to easily get Withering Barrage onto this character. I didn't have to buy, what is it, the Valiant?
I think so, yeah.
Yep, which is a tier 6 ship, but if you start a Klingon recruit, that Bird of Prey also has it. And once you reach level 65, you can claim that ship on all of your other characters. So, for those of you doing canon builds, and those of you that watched Aura's stream last week, there's your in to getting a really great canon trait. But moving back to Beam Overload, there are a few traits I would say are pretty important above all else. The really big one, Super Weapon Ingenuity. It's as close to the equivalent of Withering Barrage as you can get for Beam Overload, and it just increases the duration it lasts by 5 seconds. So instead of a 10-second Beam Overload, you get 15 seconds, and it is just amazing. I don't think there's a single person in this group who is not using that trait.
Me?
Do you have the Adaleth?
No.
Well, so unless you're Doc, you have that trait for running Beam Overload. Or what other traits would you say are important?
Technically, no, because that's also a several $100 million trait, but yeah.
True.
What was the question, Blackheart?
What other traits would you say are absolutely essential for a Beam Overload build?
Weapon cycle. Mainly because Beam Overload shots cost a lot of weapon power. So you need as much weapon discount as you can for the builds.
Very true. And emergency weapon cycle, that comes off of the Gagarin, if I'm not mistaken, or is it the...
No, the
I think
Gagarin
it's the
comes.
Arbiter.
Yeah.
It's the Arbiter. I know it's always one of those two ships, and both of those ships have really solid traits. The other one is Entwined Tactical Matrices, which is also a fun trait, although not particularly great for Beam Overload. In fact, I believe it cancels out Beam Overload if you activate something like Torpedo Spread, so watch out. And yes, in chat you can also see the equivalent ships if you want to hold true to your Space Barbie. I do find that the Zen Store list for ships has gotten somewhat long to the point where it will just lag out the rest of your game. As you can see here, the minute I open up the Zen Store, I start dropping frames. Because there is just so much fracking stuff in it.
To be fair, this is a very ship-heavy queue with a bunch of pets builds.
True, but it will happen on any map. Like, it just happens.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that probably is what matters.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure it isn't.
It's a busy place to be right now. Let's go.
I'm sure my little computer is happy while also, you know, running Streamlabs and 2 monitors and my streaming card, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I mean, we're still live, aren't we?
Last I checked, I'm 90% sure. All you guys in chat, how is the stream looking? Any tips or suggestions are always appreciated.
Marshall! Yeah, sounds like we're good. Okay, cool.
It's holding strong to me.
Oh, awesome then. I'd say another pretty good trait to get. It can also it comes off of a Zen Store ship, so at least you won't have to enter the lockbox lottery.
Everyone else's game's okay. My game just lagged out for a second.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, saying, good lord.
Good thing we're not running science tonight.
Yeah, it's been like this for me since I logged on.
Oof.
Well, ever since the leagues, the player leagues, kind of just reset, a lot of people have been on more than usual to reestablish their records as the mightiest in the galaxy.
Yep. I will say it was for a short time, but we were at the top of the leaderboard. It was nice while it lasted.
It was a lie, but it was true. I didn't write it, so I don't know.
I mean, it may have been a lie, but I have pics, so it's okay.
Yeah, I have images. It's true.
In science.
Shh. We don't need to talk about that. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, you shouldn't be a science mystery. You're not science.
I didn't do it. But anyway, the trait I was gonna talk about: Best Hope of the Empire, Legendary Dreadnought. Solid trait? Yes, no. How do you guys feel about it?
Pretty solid.
Oh hell yeah! I'm definitely not regretting that purchase.
Oh yeah, I forgot you didn't have it for a while, and I finally convinced you to get it after talking about how much I used it on so many different builds.
You know, I talked to a few people here and there, and once the opinions became overwhelming, and I kept hearing it on every build suggestion, I was looking out, I was like, well, shit, I really should get it over with, or I'm going to be a big pain in my existence. Basically.
Sure. I mean, Cat 2 bonus damage and
Yeah,
temporary
Cat
hit
2's
points, you can't go wrong.
Whoa, hello, doggy.
I see a lot of
Just landed on
explosions.
the map. That was interesting.
Well,
Online
you know that's rubber
damage,
band?
It's what I feel like.
You rubber banded us to victory, Doc, so don't worry about it.
I mean,
And
I'm glad
we
that
can
came
use them.
up because I like my gamma marks.
Come on.
Like those gamma marks.
They're purple.
They're kind of
Nah. Every you get to randoms.
I mean, it could be worse. You could need competitive marks. Could need assess stratagems. You know, it makes me sad because the competitive queues are fun. They are genuinely fun. I enjoy them, but no one else seems to.
Cora? Where are you?
He is.
We were right next to each other.
In a different zone from yours?
Of course it did that.
Let's see. Why don't we meet up on one of the Soul Systems, actually, or do you want to meet up somewhere else so we can?
Let's meet Soul System number 5. It seems pretty empty.
All right, very good. I'm engaging now.
Transport us to a different reality.
Oh God.
Actually, it seemed like just about everybody was in the same instance except for me. Also, I saw Aura's just player character model for a second there.
Ran in. It's like, oh, we got a ship.
I recognized it anywhere. I mean, Captain Planet is a pretty distinguished person.
Good old Transformers.
Transformers? What on earth are
That
you
was the
talking about?
honest comment. Okay.
Well, he was a human in space and turned into a ship.
Yeah.
You're a human in space who turned into a ship.
Transformer. Was he more? No, I can't. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to rise above that one. I'm going to come over here just so that we can maybe we'll be together here.
Okie dokie.
Well, it depends if it breaks team or not again.
Well, you know what we can do? Instead of when the TFO ends, don't leave the map,
Mm-hmm.
and it will just take us to the next one if we're doing it random. That's
True.
basically what you want to do.
Very true. So we've got a lot of different beam overload builds here, but how are you guys feeling with yours? I know with the exception of Aura, a lot of you guys don't fly it super often. I know Tom and Doc are much more science-y people.
Well, I'll tell you what. In TFOs, I will admit I feel naked without my ground well. However, in a PvP arena, beam overload works just fine for me.
Yeah, I'm sure you would think that after blowing me up so many times.
I mean, to be fair, Thomas, I did give you a cannon scatter volley build earlier. That
Oh, no.
That has a grav well on it that
Oh,
you seem to love.
Yes, and with pets on it as well. Yeah.
We
I'm
got
gonna
a
say more about
ground.
it. Yeah,
Ground.
and it's pretty. Oh, sure. Ground works for me.
Oh no.
Pavo? Oh, they're dead.
Oh boy, well, at least we get to mess around with our ground game a little bit. I know everybody's got their personal spatial projectors.
You know, actually, I don't use it as much as you would think because it kind of messes up my situation more than you would think. It's just,
It sure does, but it sure does making moving around faster.
it does. I guess I'll put it on for this one. What the hell? Let's see.
I have not copied one over to this tune yet. Shame.
I think I bought 8 of them and just distributed them to my tune so I wouldn't have to worry about it later. For all you people watching the stream, do you guys use the personal spatial projector? And if so, what do you think about it?
Also, wow, this is a long briefing.
It is a long briefing,
Still,
especially considering that I don't care about it. I've also...
I have a bunch of them, I just didn't copy one over.
It's also come to my attention that my personal spatial projector is not actually upgraded. I just saw that it was at Epic and just kind of assumed that it was upgraded, but it is not.
No, surely not. No.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and throw some Phoenix upgrades at this thing while we wait for the briefing, which I now realize is already over.
Oh, they're right here. Oh, that's unusual. Okay, well, time to die. And of course, be one with that left.
Well, done with that. Boom. Alrighty. Here we go. Oh, they're going that way, so I'm gonna go this way.
I'm going up.
All of the paths lead up.
He's going up further.
Something like that, yeah. Also, I think this might be only like my second time playing this, so if I
Seriously?
Wow.
seriously, we've never
I
played
need
before.
to play more.
I get this TFO all the time. Also, isn't this one of the event TFOs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into the game hardcore right after the last one of these events,
Mm-hmm.
and when I hit random, it just landed it, never put it. I don't know.
Interesting.
Something weird. Jeez, y'all.
Heathen!
We have so many freaking agony fields going off. Terrans just spawned in and died.
Yeah, I just have to sweep the area. They just vanish into.
And I'm throwing one up too. Dead, dead. Dead.
There we go. I love that thing so much. With these two other things, yeah, it just, yeah. Even the board melt. It's disgusting.
Well, there's one. On to the next. Ah,
No,
this-
that's fine.
honestly, having a good team in a ground game makes these TFOs so much less infuriating.
Oh god, I've had some nightmares. Especially with the Terok Norwin. Wow. Somebody's using something that will basically make Lita fuse to the wall and stay there. Always.
The kinetic cutting tractor beam, or the cutting beam.
Oven crystals.
Yeah.
It's like, please stop doing that now.
It's so easy to throw off from movement patterns, though.
Yeah, it's a little janky.
Yeah, aggro against her is weird.
Because sometimes you'll draw all of her aggro, and sometimes you just can't draw any of it.
Yeah, I dated a girl like that once.
Oh. Hmm.
Eat.
And all those guys are dead. And that's a drone, not a Terran. And you're dead. Aha. Nice.
Terrans just keep coming.
And they keep dying.
It might not be
How's our pug doing?
so weird.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen this area before.
What area?
I'm overlooking the entire. Oh shoot! Oh, fell in. Oh, that almost fell in. Hang on. Yeah, there's this area over here where it's just overlooking. I've never seen it before actually. It's pretty darn cool.
Oh, I think it's cool if you look out to the horizon, you can see a, what is it? The Terran Dreadnought that's crashed way over in the distance.
What?
Something I actually didn't notice for a long time.
I've never seen that. Okay, well, that's pretty darn cool. I'll look out for it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Terran's gotta die.
Terran's gotta die. That one that just ran into the agony field. Employee of the year.
Aren't they all?
Terran reinforcements can arrive all they want. That's not going to stop them from dying. Unfortunately, you cannot phase through this barrier to get at that ship way in the background. I have now tried.
That's unfortunate.
I tried, so you don't have to.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That is so fracking hilarious.
Oh, almost done with this one. And it looks like, oh, nope, a crystal broke at the last second.
We'll still progress with 4 of them, so.
Yep, we're done. Alrighty. Let's go over to another one.
you want to back me up? I won't argue.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'm not fine. Don't worry about it. I got this. I got this.
Our pug is a little bit low on health. Oh no, they healed it back.
He's doing just fine. He's doing just fine. Whoever it is, thanks for joining the show.
Oh yeah.
Even if you don't know it.
Exactly. You're famous, even if you're not aware.
Yep.
Everyone's a star.
So I have a question, guys, in chat, because I was talking to a friend who had been bringing this up. Would you guys like to see a random TFO button, except you get to choose if you get space or ground TFOs? So just like the random button works now, except, you know.
One for random space, one for random ground.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. If that happens, and no, by the way, and I'll tell you what, no one or very few people will choose ground. And so whenever you do get ground, the people who are doing it, while they might be experienced on it, won't. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's well-rounded enough. It's just basically putting one part of the game aside. It will become a ghost town ground. It will become a specialized kind of thing.
You mean like all of the ground maps are now?
You say so.
I mean, unless there's an Endeavor, it's really rare to see a lot of people in a place like the Battle Zone or Defera or something. The people that are there to kill Borg for Endeavors. Not to say it's not a noble goal, but...
Like the guy who taught me how to do ground told me, if people who hate ground or don't like play it or refuse to, feel that way because they're not good at ground or they've never been shown a decent
Lovely.
way.
Now the map's SNRing. That's just peachy.
Yeah. So basically, if you have a basic understanding of what you're doing and you can actually perform well, it's actually pretty fun.
I don't think that it's not fun, but it's a much kludgier system than...
It's not as refined as space.
Yeah, but not to hack on the game or anything, but it's a space-based game. And ground is another aspect of it, don't get me wrong, but like, they're gonna focus on space.
And everything's just melting.
Yeah, I mean, we've got, what, 3 different Agony Field things going up and down and up and down?
Yeah.
There's 9 auras, and who else has one?
I do.
Hey,
So we got 4 of them going.
we all have one.
Everybody but the bug. That's a kicker. And then
Oh, wait.
Battle Obelisks on top of that.
Yep, and I've got ambush turrets up.
So everything's just absolutely melting.
Yeah, nothing really has much of a shot here.
Not really, no. Especially with this much room to walk around. And then half of everybody's assimilated.
Yep.
I just enjoy it. I say.
And just want to say to everybody, if you like what we're doing here in the stream, feel free to show your support by following any of us. The links to all of our channels can be seen down below at the bottom of the stream. And also in the About page. I forgot about that. We're all listed in the About page. And we have 2 Alachi Walkers.
And they've been abandoned.
Ah, they'll make their way over.
I'll figure it out.
They're smart.
No,
They'll slowly make their way over here. They're just making their way downtown, walking fast.
don't. Please don't. Oh, for God's sake.
As long as I don't sing the song close enough to the actual one, we don't have to worry about getting copyrighted, so we're all good.
Oh, no, there's just somebody who used to sing it half the time and it's like, you know what, you were really too stupid to even bother. That's another story.
Hey, we can't set off agonizers near the spire.
Why not?
Cause isn't that what we're trying to prevent?
Yeah, I don't think we care anymore. We just want everything dead.
And everything is dying. Mission
Just a
succeeded.
bit. Yeah, just a bit.
How many agony field generators does it take to take out a Terran group? The answer is somewhere between 1 and
All of them.
4.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, none of you
Come
guys
on
are
with
staying
tactical
alive.
tip.
Boom,
I'm
boom.
just
And
excitedly waiting for the day I can get lunchtime device because I'm almost there.
oh, for your disco rep?
Yep, almost have enough marks to grab it.
Nice, nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That's a fun one, especially if you're gonna be getting melee kills. For all you Klingon recruits.
I use it with that covert assault drone.
I have yet to see a build where it is not handy on the ground.
Essentially.
I want to call in a.
Science, it's good for like turret tanking, it's good for tactical. I've yet to see anything with that. Oh yay, SNR again. What is that internet?
I've got a lot of drones with me here. I'm feeling proud of it, I gotta tell you.
Don't forget about all the targs and stuff running around. And at some point, those Alachi walkers are gonna catch up. The reinforcements will arrive. They're on their way, just like the dragons in Game of Thrones.
The amount of assimilated Terrans. Oh god.
Yeah, the minute that the bosses show up, they are going to be super dead.
God, it's so great.
Speaking of the boss.
Yeah, speak of the devil, they're all about to die, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad day.
Oh god, I just saw all of the Borg drones just
My
converge.
God, they did. That's frightening as hell. Well, we win. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think one of them's already
Bye-bye.
one of them's already dead. And the other one's about to die. Yeah. Okay. Well, that didn't last long.
No, that was rather sad, actually.
Wow.
I
That.
can now assimilate so many things. I don't know why. I don't know if they changed it in the game. Or...
Yep.
Oh.
Aura ruined it.
I just didn't know how to have it. That's my bad.
Yeah, it happens. That's all right.
Quite
I don't
an
know if
army
they changed
developing
the
there.
dynamic with it, or if it's just what I'm using that's kind of changing it. But before, when they first came out of Assimilate, you could do a great deal of drones. Then they ramped it back to like what, dialed back like 3 or 4. Now I can do many drones.
Well, we all have to leave because I'm not even a team leader. I can't invite people. So basically, Aura broke it. And yes, Aaron Daryl, you are 100% right. We are creating an army of Borg drones to overthrow the galaxy. It is the plan. I see
It's the only way I can make
2
friends.
ships here. I guess no one else ended up... Aura didn't end up in the same instance as us.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Aura. What are we going to do about you?
So let's, while we're sitting here, compare a couple of things real quick. Now, right now, because I've got the Disco dual phaser, the Terran, and then I got a few what do you call them? Pulse phaser dual D-max. Is there one weapon that we all have on all our beam overload builds? That's the same.
The wide angle.
Wide angle phaser. Easy.
Wide angle phaser. Okay, so let me ask you then. My resting phaser damage amount on there is 3,793 with DPS in 2023. Who's got higher?
I do.
Me.
Okay.
Me.
Which guys got? Oh, all of you. Oh, God, I'm the weakest one here.
All right, let's start with Doc. Doc, what do you got?
Go started this. Okay.
I'm at 4274 with 2279.4 DPS.
What about you, Aura?
You go first, Lockhart. I saw yours.
Okay. 5,129.7 phaser damage, 2,735.8 DPS. Aura?
5,340. This is off the that's off the phaser wide angle, correct?
Yep.
Okay. 5,340.2 with a DPS of 2848.1.
That's weird. My DPS is higher than all of yours, but Aura has the highest damage.
No, 28.
I will.
Oh, 28. I thought you said 22.
Mine is currently stuck rolled at accuracy damage times 3, so it's not re-rolled yet.
Oof. Aura, what does
I
yours
still
roll
have
to?
More damage potential.
Crit D dash damage and damage times 4.
That's the same as mine. What about you, Thomas?
Well, because I'm a science player, I have mine at crit D damage, crit D times 4. I guess I'm going to have to re-roll that to something a little different.
I would say that's probably why you're missing out on damage.
Right, but as a science and not having attack power alpha, that makes up in your crit severity.
That is true, but his crit severity is also higher than mine.
Yeah, it's sitting at what, 253.
Yeah, mine is at 210 out of combat. Though I do have the potential for mine to jump up way more because I have alpha.
259.
And mine's a measly 205.8 plus.
Mine's 210.
Pop.
Pepperoni.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, I only have 4 tactical slots to work with.
well,
So do
I've
I.
got a few more damage rolled on it now with a crit D, and so now it is at, let's see, that would make it 4,098.5 on the damage, 2,185 on the DPS part. So,
Yeah, that's so much.
yeah, it really does. It's crazy.
Deeps for days.
You have 6 potential tactical slots.
Okay, I'm not counting the universals.
I was.
Oh, well,
You kind of can.
what ship are you flying again?
Outside of my beautiful disco county, it needs another universal map.
Oh yeah, I forgot this bug is still a bug. You can't click the info thing while you have your own ship info open, otherwise it just won't show anything. Never really figured out why. Nice little bug for those of you who want to see it. Right now I can see all of Doc's info here, but if I click you and open up my own stuff, it all goes away and instead just says my ship name. It's been doing that since the 11th anniversary. It's a feature.
I can sit here and see my pets lagging on screen.
Oh boy.
Oh, frack.
Oh, this is gonna be good because we don't have any cannon scatter volley people. We don't have science. This is gonna be fun. We're just gonna go through this one at a time, guys.
Yeah, you know what? Y'all can bite me.
We have no science.
Hey Thomas, feel good because at least the holographic disguise for your ship. No, don't switch to a science. You were perfect. You were in a Gagarin. Your holographic disguise was literally still your ship.
Not going to happen in this one, buddy.
Beam overload stream doesn't use beam overload.
We don't even have fire at will.
We don't need fire. Well, we just need
Yeah,
beams.
if this is happening, you're gonna just have to be okay with it.
I'm gonna remember that,
Yeah,
Thomas.
maybe afterwards.
I want to remember that.
Well, Tom, this is less odds than that elite run we did the other day, and I never thought I'd say that.
Hey, at least if I run, I come back with a better ship.
Also, Thomas, aren't you don't have all of your skills and stuff set up for science?
You can change the map now, dude.
Oh.
My grab is as strong as ever. You're about to find out. Don't worry about me, buddy. We're good.
Did you just put a grab wheel on that thing? You swapped ships, you little stinker.
Yep, he sure did.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry, but there are some things I'm just not willing to risk, and that's my life.
What's the worst that could have happened, Thomas? We just would have blown them up slightly slower.
I'm bringing in something else too.
Get out of that Vadwar juggernaut.
You brought up Juggernaut? That doesn't even make sense. What are you
It really
doing?
doesn't.
I know, you were in a powerful beam overload ship. And there's nothing wrong with beam overload in this TFO.
Cannon scatter volley ship.
I know what it is.
That's a little different. Oh well, what do you do? It's how it goes, how it goes. In the meantime, everything's gonna die.
Yeah, but not with beam overload thanks to my esteemed colleagues. Yes, you're right, Aaron Dario. Rutro is right.
I know. Right?
They're just afraid of the power of the beams.
I yield the entire power of the universe to my secondary reflector. I think I'm gonna be okay.
They're afraid of the power that they now possess. They had the One Ring and they decided to throw it in the fires of Mount Doom instead of using it. Losers. Could have conquered the world, but no. It's not morally right.
You could have been Anakin. You could have ruled the galaxy, but no. You had to go lose all your limbs and just have a respirator. Yeah.
Oh, snap, he went there.
I have a new title. They're called the Beam Abandoners. I'll just start writing up everyone who does science as one of them.
Oh yeah, this server is not having it tonight, boys.
No, blame Thomas. He's the one doing 90% of the server lag right now.
Yes, 95
it's
actually.
not.
Somewhere in California, there's a server just on fire.
Smoking. Yeah, it's a slag. It's melting. It's a slag. And
It was doing it beforehand. This was not helping. Oh lord.
Also, for those of you watching astutely in the stream, you'll notice that I have been at max power levels for the last 15 or so seconds.
oh, because he notices and tells us all the time. Oh my god.
I have all the power levels.
I have all the power. I have infinite power. Yeah, and it's maxed out again. So, haha. Ha 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 ha. Is there a reason? No. Is it particularly helpful in battle?
Yet we still
No.
get to hear about it. Exactly.
But you're still going to hear about it
That's right.
because power.
Yep. You're gonna hear about it till we're all dead in the grave and Lockhart is nothing but a skeleton.
Hey, for the 8 people still running drain builds, this ship is dangerous for you.
Is it though?
I mean, you can't drain in power if you have infinite power.
But you don't.
Tell that to my power levels.
Sounds like you're compensating for something.
Hey, you know what? I mean, it goes that way. You don't just you know.
Compensating for OSS 3 being annoying.
You can consider as a friend.
That was
Exactly.
just 3 years annoying.
He's just not flashing at us.
I mean, I could.
I know. God, I know.
Dang, I'm getting 75, 85, 105 crits here.
Aw.
I like this. Is he going awful?
He's being elitist. Don't mind him.
All I said was ah.
Yeah. All I said was elitist.
Yeah, there's a big difference between those two sentences.
Oh, it told us to stop. I'm still moving forward. Why?
Oh, we could find the hologram. Tell you so. I'll tell you.
All right, let's free some pods.
Do they deserve it?
Or did you just warp out? Why do you keep changing ships? Decide on a ship and just stick with it. Stop abusing the fact that you can change traits in a map now.
Nope.
You're just abusing the power at this point.
That's too funny.
Okay, leg, put me back. Great, I just shot at a ship from 25 kilometers away.
Sounds about right.
That's unusual.
Is it though?
The lag on this map is not having it right now.
Thomas, we've killed each other from like 15 kilometers away before.
Point.
Also, I'm getting super aggro. Why? Why am
Because
getting
I
aggro?
had to step away for a moment. I was missing something rather important.
Did you call them ugly, Doc? They'll attack you for that. They'll take it personally.
Is nobody noticing my zipping around the map randomly?
No.
Ah, that's better. There we go. Traits are a good thing.
Traits are a good thing. Did you not switch your traits when you switched away from beams?
No, the loadout I had decided not to load up those. Thankfully, I had them on backup. So, man, fuck you, games.
Beams are still the best.
Seriously, this game has taken to just screwing up so bad with loadouts now that it's actually made it infuriating. It's unfortunate. I don't know why it's like that, but whatever change was made, they need to fix the loadout system immediately.
Didn't it break when they gave you the ability to save everything into loadouts, like traits and
I think
everything
so,
else?
Yeah, but now it's gotten to be so maddening that during one live stream, I literally lost every loadout on every build I had. I was ready to freaking throw my computer out the window and just scream for an hour or so. But instead, I just went.
Scream for an hour and then threw your computer off. You just didn't do it on stream.
No, well, I mean, that was a very good show per se.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I think that could be a potentially entertaining stream for some people.
Coming up next on the captains, I'm gonna flip the crank out and throw my computer.
Dario said all that power and nothing to show for it.
Yeah, well, I do have a lot to show for it.
Shots are being fired here.
Like those humongous
I know,
crit
I think
hits.
Our friendships are starting to break down into just this bitter fight of just backhanded remarks. It's delightful. It's delightful.
Uh-huh.
We thank you for your support, Thomas. It is always
Anytime,
appreciated.
my friend. That's what science captains are for.
Oh, you mean Beam Abandoner, yeah.
TFO. That's really about it, unfortunately.
And
I'm just giving him a lip.
considering people use cannons, you just offended like a bajillion people with that comment.
Yep,
Yep.
sure did.
Is this thing about over?
There's one more round, I guess. The Europa's gonna warp in, and then it's going to get completely and utterly wrecked by what is essentially a giant knife floating through space that can cloak.
Remind me to show y'all the clip from this later. You'll get quite a kick out of how much I just bounced around like a ping pong ball.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's one word for it.
See, imagine building a ship and just being like, well, we need a base design, and someone just pulls out a knife and is like, this is our ship. And imagine everyone else also just completely going on board with that idea from the start. Klingon technology will always amaze me.
I turned off the stream to cut bandwidth. That helped a lot. Because I had your stream going in the background.
Oh, yeah, that'll probably do it.
Super high bitrate or something.
Probably. I built a computer to handle high bit rates. I'm going to use all of it.
That's okay. Okay, that feels so much better.
You could just stream it at not 720p alternatively.
It doesn't do that till you hit affiliate.
You can't choose 360?
Nope.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. It does not do that until you hit affiliate unless you're really lucky.
Stream or watch?
Yeah, I was more saying watch. You can't watch my stream in a lower resolution.
Twitch does not work like that unless
No.
you have so-and-so viewers or get
No,
like...
you can.
It's randomly drawn depending on who has the most viewership.
I have an option to watch you in auto or 720 only. Yeah,
Well, auto's just going to do 720, I imagine.
exactly.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Then when you hit affiliate, you get priority.
Okay, everybody,
Priority.
start telling all your friends about us and have them, just come start chatting and watching and get us to another tier so we can have other visualization options.
Hope you're happy, Lockhart. Switch back.
Hooray!
Is that why I'm dying?
No, it's because you're lagging and you can't defend yourself.
This is true. I have to show y'all this later. It's actually like, oh lord.
Insanity.
It really is.
And we won.
I can't even move. Because if I do, I'll lag out.
Oh my
Call
gosh.
too
Yeah,
close.
we might need to upgrade a thing here or there.
Yeah, the ice has kind of jankered my internet really bad.
Yeah, the ice. Ice has killed the planet once.
Hey.
I know at some point I lost power over the weekend, but it wasn't for too long of a period of time.
Well, another problem is I think my ISP is overloaded from everybody sitting at home.
That's fair.
It's like half the county's just stuck sitting on their phones, so what else are they gonna do but watch YouTube in 4K?
Read a book.
Just saying.
Let's see if everyone ends up in this instance again. Alright, we got 2. Let's see if Thomas ends up here. Any minute now. Any minute now.
No, he is here.
Oh, yay! We ended up in the same instance. Woo! Great job, everybody. I am going to switch ships to another beam overload build. Because why not? Since Doc is flying one, I might as well do the same.
Yeah, but you have the nice one.
What do you mean I have the nice one? You have the same ship.
No, I don't.
Don't you?
Stand by a moment, please.
Okie dokie, artichokey.
Before you move on to the next one, thank you, sir.
I straight up don't remember. I have the what?
had the Miracle Worker variant.
Yes, I do. Do you
I
not?
had the Temporal variant.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hence my lack of an extra console slot for tactical.
Hmm. So, for those of you that don't know, this ship has a very similar setup to the previous one, except it is running the Temporal Disentanglement Suite to give me crits based on my aux power, since I have that high for Hanger Pet stuff. And that is true, Val. The Temporal variant can still hit very hard. And I don't know why this thing keeps coming off, but that needs to go back on. And for my duty officers, I am running 3 of the Purple Flight Deck officers. They cost me an absolute fortune, but I love being able to launch my fighters fast. Because now, let's see, 17, 6 seconds, and I am ready to launch again. Always nice. There's no real reason for it again, but the faster I can launch Hanger Pets, the less Hanger Pets I will have actively die, which is always a plus. Though I don't know why none of my pets seem to be moving anywhere. What are y'all doing? Yeah, but those are yours. I want mine to follow me. Follow me, pets. Ah ha ha! I shall have all the tactical flyers. Swarm them! Ah ha 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 ha!
Now this build, I think for whatever reason I like a little better because this build the weaponry actually behaves itself a little better than the other build there because I've got my beam now resting at 5,163.4 on the phaser side, so that I can deal with. I don't know why it's so different. It's a little different than the beam world build, but we'll definitely have a bite.
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and queue us then. Hop.
Indeed.
Hold you 1 second.
Oh, I just realized you're only running the advanced tactical flyers.
Yeah, I don't have enough fleet marks for the elite ones because I can't get enough fleet marks, but I wasn't going to deal with it right this second, so...
Ah, I see. Well, we have
The
engulfed Thomas.
ones are next to grab.
We have engulfed his tiny little deviant in tactical flyers here.
See, when you have more than one of these with 2 hangar bays and those, it just is madness.
So, for those of you in chat, do any of you guys run carriers? If so, which ones? Let us know. Alright, looks like we are getting ready to go.
I almost went in there without any traits.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Oh God, not again.
Yes! My favorite!
Oh, this is going to be fun. Watch out for those feedback pulses, boys.
Crap.
They hit hard. Oh, yeah, and you guys, we're all in Beam Overload build, so now we all have to deal with it.
God.
Yeah, no, Aura, I swear to God.
I'll change back. 1 second.
Cute.
I just now loaded in.
Oh, you've been here from our point of view.
I'm in the other type of beam damage, which I'm a little irritated about that this is the thing I'm bringing it in on.
Well, what are you gonna do?
It took all my traits. Gosh darn it.
Oh, that's not even right. It's
I
not a
am
human.
not
Does that.
moving. Oh, hello. Help.
You have to engage your engines.
I had my engines at full impulse and was going nowhere.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
You all do not know what the heck I'm dealing with right now, and it's
Are
not
you kidding?
fun.
Do you remember the month of the potato?
I
Was that only a month? It feels. Oh God! Ah! Oh, I'm alive! I survived. I should not have stayed alive for that. Freaking 6% hole, man. Oh my goodness.
You didn't earn that one.
Oh.
DRM just in time.
I don't have DPRM on this ship. I don't run it.
He's too good for
Pretty
DPRM.
good
You don't need
censoring of the
DPRM.
platform.
Yeah.
Fly! Fly, my pretties! Melt everything!
Now that's how you die. Oh yeah.
Wow, that was a lot of crits. Jeez Louise.
I love it. I love it.
So many crits.
I just saw a ship and it's like overhead red thing separate.
It's
It's
overhead
overhead
red
red
thing?
Okay, you know how they have the ship and then above them like Terran science vessel, for instance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those two just split in two.
Weird. That's
So the
weird.
ship model was in front of its designator. That is how bad I'm lagging right now.
Yikes. That's what they call that guy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, get back here.
I said it was bad. And I can hear my weapons firing but not see them.
Oh my goodness, dude. You are having some difficulties there.
Who's expecting a red thing? Where's his red thing? Where's the red thing?
The only odd part is Discord has not lagged out for me.
That's
Really? I mean,
good.
What else do you have open? You should close Twitch altogether and everything else you got going on.
I did.
Oh, well, in
I'm
that case,
down
I'm
to the
sorry.
bare minimums right now. I have Discord, Task Manager, and a game.
Well, all of my pets got feedback pulsed.
Down to?
No,
Ooh,
my
oh my god, that was so.
CPU's at 13% and RAM's at 32%. It's cruising.
Nice.
My PC's a beast, it's just my internet sucks.
Poor bastard.
I know! Might not help I have a ping of like 200 right now. And it's
How are you even
low.
playing? Good lord.
How are you even connected to planet Earth?
Do I look like I know? I'm just sitting here shooting things that are other things. But I'm here.
Well,
I blamed the ice because my internet was working really smoothly before we got snowed in by like 10 feet.
Snowden? Oh wait, I've already made that joke.
My normal latency is like 25. It's 10 times that at the moment. Has been since the snow started.
Oof.
oofta.
And yet, it's always the worst in this game. Always. I can play
Well, to be
Destiny.
honest, I'm pretty sure the servers are pretty much got a layer of dust on about 8 inches thick, and they're probably covered in soda. So
That's pretty thick.
Either way, I've had some lag in other games, but this one just does not have it.
Yeah.
It does not function.
Well, then that pretty much tells you that it's their servers and not you. So
It's probably a combination of both, truth be told.
all right, what are we trying to send teams over, or are we just?
I'm not super planning on it.
You what?
Yo,
I'm not planning on it.
Okay. What do you plan on doing?
Blowing up Terraknor.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm and make sure that we're on the same page. Blowing up Terrador it is. DS9, you're on your own. Screw you.
nah, that's boring.
Surrender my ass.
Alright, let's see if this works.
Ow, 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 ow. Jesus.
Hey, at least you can hit your buttons quick enough to heal yourself.
Yeah, I almost didn't make it there. Let's do this.
I can sit in the same spot and just.
There's a
hit-
0.
Nice.
No, that's
There's one.
not much.
Let's get some more done. Ooh, oh, it hit 0 again.
You think?
And we've got a bunch of squadrons of tactical flyers around this thing, so
Then yeah, I don't see how we could lose.
yeah, I'm really liking our chances here. One of the ships was just feedback pulsing while it was dead. So that's something.
A miracle.
They must have a miracle worker on board. Goodbye, Terok Nor. And all of my pets are maxed out. 5 stars all around.
On one side, I just had back-to-back-to-back crits of over 75k.
Very nice.
I think we're having a successful run.
I would say so.
I mean,
The Pug is defending DS9, so we don't have to worry about that.
Thank you, Mr. Pug.
Thank you, Mr. Pug. Everybody in chat, let's thank the Pug.
thank you, Mr. Pug. Now if my server could just respond.
Yeah.
TFOs are the worst with servers. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's just ISE mayhem. They just have not been having it really lately. And I'm not trying to complain. It just is. It's new dialogue.
No, I've heard it before.
I have rarely heard it.
I get the impression you don't get in to play TFOs as often as you like.
No, because 90% of it is when I'm with y'all. 90% of it, if that.
You know, normally I wouldn't talk about this sort of thing in a stream, but I think it should be well said.
Oh, here we go.
Let's talk a little bit about hostility in this game. I like this game as much as the next person, and it is important to me. But, and a few of the people in this room will know this person because they used to be a member of a fleet that we are currently a part of, the 8th Armada. They were removed for reasons, blah blah blah, not going to get into it for everybody's sake here. But when I was talking about the stream for tonight, they made it a point of going onto a post I made on my personal account just to say that they were not going to watch the stream. And you know, that doesn't upset me, but why must you take things so seriously?
Because they have small dicks?
Yeah, that's fair. Probably.
Rich man.
But like, guys, it's a game. It's a fun game. Let the people who want to enjoy it, and if you don't enjoy it, I'm sorry to hear that, but don't ruin it for other people.
Well, I don't think they're ruining it for anybody, but, you know, it's a shame. I mean, but think of it like this. If you ever need a vacation, you have a free place to stay because you're renting rent-free in their heads on a 24-hour basis, and now as sad as that.
Very true. But let's get back into the talk. Beam overload is working great, and things are dying very fast, and I am enjoying it.
Including almost me. Feedback.
I couldn't even tell you what's happening because all I see is Terra goes down.
Thomas is so used to running science that doesn't get affected by feedback pulse.
Yeah,
You will know my pain.
By default, I don't know why.
What's on by default?
I said I'm almost immune to it by default. It's hilarious.
Yeah, because science abilities just do not get affected. Must be nice. Beam overload. Feedback pulse literally punishes beam overload people for being good.
How would one feed back a gravity well? I would love to know.
Science.
By blowing it
Like
back
an
at
energy
you?
beam just reroute it, but a gravity well?
Yeah, I don't think you can. Thank God. You have to have, I think, at least 3 more years of school before you can do that.
Please, no more.
If they could feed back gravity wells, science would never survive.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, Thomas, you're getting feedback pulse there just a little bit.
Gonna sit here trying to shoot things. I see Terracor come back and then it's gone.
You feedback grav with a supernova. I wholeheartedly agree with that plan.
A supernova versus a black hole. Black hole wins.
Are you sure about that?
Any black
Yes.
holes? No,
Hey,
that's
did
black.
you take a science class?
No.
One or two.
Anything? Even 5 minutes with a professor and a question?
What do you think happens in college where questions like that come up? What kind of whack school you going to?
I don't know, maybe a smart one?
If you're asking teacher the professor like that, you are just fishing for an A. I don't care what school you're going to. That's a fishing for an A type of question.
My friends are so different in stream. I just don't even know. I'm telling you.
Do you want to get anything less than an
I like to work for my grade.
A? Oh, bless
So,
you.
Laura, how are you doing in your build? You having success with it today, or are you just kind of cringing for the moment when it's all over?
Thomas the Nigger's here.
Well, there goes an Emily phase event right off. And they're back.
We're done.
All right.
It was
people.
at
So
11%.
at this point, we're going to take out the rest of this group, and then we're going to shift focus to something a little different at this point. I'm not quite sure what Lockhart has on the itinerary. Do you have something planned for the next segment?
I do. It's gonna be an interesting
for
one.
our people down there.
We're gonna talk about the elephant in the room and in everybody's rooms. We're gonna talk about the legendary bundle.
Oh, snap. He went there.
No, that's a fun one.
It's
It's just a joke.
it's
His mother's lovely. Shut up.
it's definitely something that needs to be spoken about.
Can we sit and not have the lag out, baby?
Maybe.
Thank you. I would happily appreciate it. Like, it's getting more unplayable at this point.
Yeah, we're gonna take a minute to talk about this legendary bundle, because I've been talking about it a bit in my server, and for those of you that want to be a part of that conversation, the link to my server can also be found in the About page for my stream. But I asked everybody in there how they felt about the legendary bundle, and with very few exceptions, the overarching opinion was no. So let's take a minute and look at the website that we now have for the legendary bundle, and we'll get into it just a little bit more here. So, for one, we have the 4 legendary ships. We'll get into those in a minute, but they also, threw in some bonuses. We have the 2 T6 coupons from the Zen store, 500 Lobby, the ability to flash ships of any faction, ship slots, upgrade tokens, some ultimate tech upgrades, some master keys, some promo ship crafting packs, a combat companion, Worf, the monk robes, and got to 11, a title. After looking at this bundle, I have to say, it's just not good. It's not bad, but it's not good, and it's definitely not worth 25,000 Zen to me. I don't know, is it just me? How do you guys feel about it?
750.
Even at 18,750, I don't think it's worth it for what you get. Because, the ship slots even would be cool, except that's really just accounting for the ships you get out of this bundle. That's not really a benefit. It's something that's kind of given. And the master keys, yeah, I mean, those are good, but it doesn't really sweeten the deal for this package all that much. Especially not after the lukewarm ambassador. But I don't know. I'm going to open it up to the floor and ask how you guys feel about these.
Well, I'll tell you what. Last night, Doc and I believe even Aura was there, and even Val, and we had a conversation. I don't think there was a lot of agreement, but essentially, it went something along like the ones this. Oh my god, the sky is falling. We're all gonna die, and so is done for. We have to play new games to diversify our gameplay because this one's gonna be gone soon, with no proof other than speculation, which speculation is fair. Speculation is there for a reason. We speculate because we need to anticipate the future. However, it's best to do so with facts. Here's facts. bundle is stupid. It is an overreach, and it is a clear sign that the marketing department over at Cryptic or wherever has taken over, and they have decided that they would like more money, and they would like to put less in it. It's kind of like having to go to the store and buy a gallon of milk. But you can't just buy a gallon of milk. You have to buy a gallon of milk, and you have to buy a couple of cheap DVDs, this used couch over here, and a couple of crappy lottery tickets, and a half dozen other things. But instead of paying $2.99 for that milk, you're going to pay $199 for that milk because they want more money. The ships are uninteresting. The designs, oh God, especially the Ambassador, is asinine. I'm sorry, that's all there is to that. I have loved the Ambassador class since I was a kid. The Probert design is awesome. The Narendra, inspired. What they're doing here is almost like a slap in the face. However,
Bird beak.
we as a community have the option to speak with our wallets, and my wallet is staying closed.
It's a shame because they really almost had me. I was super sold on the Excelsior as being a slightly faster, just solid tanking ship, to be honest. But the problem is that I can't see myself flying any of the other ships in this bundle, and I'm not paying almost 19,000 Zen for one ship. I don't fly Klingon ships very often. They're just not my cup of tea. And I'm not bashing on the ship at all. Like, I don't think that one's even bad. I just don't fly them.
That's fair. That's fair. That's personal preference.
Yeah.
I like the Varel.
The Lobby sweetened the deal a lot, but the Ambassador is actually what killed the game. Or killed the bundle for me.
I think it killed it for a lot of people. Then a lot of people were expecting something different.
Yeah, just not another temporal support cruiser, because that's all of them. That's all of the C-Store ones so far.
Even Counter YOLO couldn't endorse this in any way. The traits, the ships, the slotting, the stats, no, just no.
Yeah, that ship right there, the one you have on screen, that needs to get overhauled immediately.
Yes.
I am sorry, it needs to get overhauled.
It's the same as the fleet version, and truthfully, I could make an argument for the other three ships in the bundle to sell me. It's just the inclusion of that ship lowers what I would pay for the bundle to a point. I'm not comfortable paying for 4 ships when I'm really only getting 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, technically 5, because you do get 2 choices of these 4 ships. Technically.
True. I'm just saying if I'm buying a legendary bundle, I'm most likely buying it for the legendary ships.
Yeah, I really wish they had stuck to the business pattern of, like, the Dreadnought and stuff. Like, I loved the Mirror Dreadnought because it was a single ship. You know, they threw in some random other stuff that, I'm going to be honest, I never even, like, bothered opening on my character. But the ship was solid, the trait was solid. I was willing to dish out 6,000 Zen for that ship. I think it was, like 4,500 when it was on sale. And that was fine. I think that even at 6,000 Zen, that ship is worth it. And at 4,500, it's great. And I really wish they had stuck with that, because it was just, again, great. But
The changes they made to that ambassador is to make the current fleet ambassadors worth 3,000 Zen-ish. That ambassador they announced is worth no more than 3,500, is how bad it is.
yeah, because from what I understand, it's really just the fleet ambassador with another specialization.
Yeah, that's literally it, in a little bit less hull, a little bit more shield. We put them side by side. I'm sorry, but you had to do that with 30 minutes and breakfast. That's just...
And, of course, going into the visuals, I wouldn't say it's the worst looking ship in the game, but the bird beak deflector does not sell me.
Well, one thing to keep in mind, however, is unlike the conversation we had last night, I don't believe this is the end of the game in any way, shape, or form.
No.
You cannot discount the will of Trekkies that have been going strong since the 60s and 70s. There's demand for this. People play this. It is, for them, fun game. Now, is it the most advanced MMO out there? No. But, you know what? It's the love of Star Trek that keeps a lot of people going. Every time I meet somebody who's never even seen an episode of Star Trek, I'm like, why are you even here? And they're here. I mean, so that right there tells you.
And thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it quite a lot.
Thank you very much. So basically, this is one of the not better decisions that Cryptic's made. But when you're getting your directives from a marketing department, and when your motivation is not the player base, but the board of directors, and how much steak they're going to be eating, and what college your kids are going to go to, and basically how much money they're going to get out of the player base, instead of how fun it is for the player base, you're going to get responses like you're seeing now, and it's going to keep going that way. Every time they do this, the player base is vocal. The player base does not want to be disrespected, and we're not stupid. So try again, Cryptic.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that would be my whole thing. My entire opinion about this bundle is just try again. This bundle wasn't great, but that's not necessarily saying that they're all going to be bad or they're all just going to not be worth it. And hello, Zep Films. I would just like to say I watch your videos and they're awesome.
Thank you for joining us. Pleasure to have you, sir.
Like, geez, those videos are just
Phenomenal.
top quality. If you guys do not know who this is, he has YouTube videos that just go over all of the ships in the game, and they are so wonderfully made. And I wish I could use demo record as well as he does.
Yeah. It is so gorgeous, and he must have a computer with a RAM of about 1,000 or something like that. So.
But like they're just wonderful.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Steph, we all hate it. We all hate this thing. We really do, and it's just like.
Honestly, what Doc and I had talked about for a while is the Space Barbie potential on the Disco Excelsior is going to be just great. We were already talking about slapping the advanced phasers on that thing and going to town.
Yeah. And we're not going to lie when we say this bundle was looking promising until they released that last ship.
And then it just all went to a big pile of poo. Fast.
True.
Really fast.
It's unfortunate. It is, but missteps happen, and hopefully the next try and the next bundle they have, they'll listen to the player base, they'll remember how this went, and they'll give us something that excites us and inspires us once again to jump in and grab it and open our wallets, essentially.
Yeah,
Steve,
and
I have a question for you guys on that.
yes.
If this bundle does not sell due to this ship being which, as we've discussed the last 10 minutes, it kind of is leaning that way. Do you think this could potentially be a reason for them to not put out another bundle?
No.
Large size.
No. What this bundle shows me is that they are moving towards more of a less lockbox driven thing and trying to dip their toes into things that you just pay that are more expensive, I guess.
They're experimenting with the model, essentially. They're trying to find ways to maximize
Yeah.
their money. I mean, that's not uncommon for a business.
It's an experiment, just like Mud's Market. And I think Mud's Market is actually a pretty compelling thing to have, too. Like, it's not bad.
There are others who disagree, because it takes essentially a model of, like the C-store, just doing it normally, to a thing where you have to go in and get it, by bundles if you want the new hotness, as it were. It's, they're just detractors.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, I think it just comes down to the fact that, like, they're going to keep experimenting, and there's just going to be hit and misses. But this bundle, yeah, you're right,
Laws
Zeph.
over in Europe are changing as well, and that's going to affect how they do business in the future, too.
But you are absolutely right, Zeph. This shows that there are tons of people dropping money for these things. And I'm not going to bash on the players that end up buying this for one reason or another, because in the end, it's going to be your decision. But it is a weird bundle, but I definitely don't think this is the last one we're going to see, because just look at what we got last year. We had that Federation bundle, but we also had the Legendary Walker and we had the Legendary Dreadnought.
But both of those were technically single ship sales with bonuses.
Yeah, and I think that those were great, but what I'm saying is, like, there's gonna be more legendary ships, and keep in mind, they only started doing that in, like, what, the second half of the year? I guess the first legendary bundle was released during the anniversary, but, like, we didn't get the Dreadnought until summer, wasn't it?
Something like that.
So,
Yeah.
I will say we're probably gonna get more ships in the end. I wouldn't worry about that all too much.
Well, also look at it like this: the content, as far as episodes and things like that, have come to a crawl compared to what we used to get. Now it's become more of a ship based push for funds and things like that. They're not. The content has shifted, and it's probably going to remain that way because that's what they're making their money off of.
True. But again, I think you and I had talked about this last night too, that while it takes longer for newer episodes to come out, and this is definitely arguable to an extent, but the quality that goes into making some of those episodes has definitely gone up from what we used to get.
Indeed,
Like,
absolutely.
voiceover work in the game has gotten so much better. And just look at, like, the DS9 episodes. They had more than half of the original cast come back to reprise their roles, and that is not a small undertaking for a game like this.
And they also revamped Chronos. I mean, it's just looking a lot sexier these days, I have to admit. Before, it was an eyesore, to be honest. I wouldn't go there unless I actually had to, and I avoided it at all costs and went everywhere else in the galaxy other than there. Now, I don't mind so much.
Yeah. So, Zeph, you had talked about the bundle kind of not being great. You agreed with us on that. But visually, how do you feel about the ships? And based on what your comment, I can kind of guess what the answer might be to an extent. The art team for STO, you guys are, like, just the best. Look at the ships we're flying here in this group. This Ambassador looks friggin' awesome. The Strike Wing Escort from Picard, it looks friggin' awesome. The Donnies, they look friggin' awesome.
And everybody bear in mind when we say this, these artists are working with literally 20-year-old materials and graphics, just revamped. They're not working with a modern engine doing this stuff, and it still looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I will say, Zeph, I was able to find some pictures. I think they had been posted to Facebook, and I posted them again on my Discord, but the Excelsior actually looks pretty interesting. And I think there were some pictures of the...
Yeah, it does.
And I'm sorry, Val, the Narendra, not the Ambassador, even though it's an Ambassador variant.
Hey, there's a distinction, though. I mean, look, if you don't know the story, just as a side note, when they did yesterday's Enterprise, Probert designed what we call the Narendra class. It was a little too pricey for them at the time, so they kind of scaled it back to be a little easier to deal with on film and less costly. I love that the game actually then put the Narendra class, Probert's actual design in the game. It is a beautiful starship.
It is.
I do like how soft canon things end up getting entwined between this game and what is actually canon. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you already know, but I'm sure some of you probably don't know that the Inquiry class, aka the copy-paste ship from the end of Picard, is based off of concept art for our good old not Ambassador, the Avenger class, the battle cruiser. Which I believe is also one of the reasons why, in-game, the Inquiry is technically from that line of starships, with the Arbiter and the Avenger. It's just really cool seeing those things sort of tie together.
It actually really is. It's just a beautiful design. It's good to see that the artist's actual visions and inspirations get to be here in game with us. It's well, you gotta
And
love
we
it.
have a minor instabilities for these folks.
Oh,
And
goody.
Minor instabilities makes me unstable.
Well, we'll probably not be helping with that, but what do you gotta do?
well,
You're
Or-
right, I'll grab this thing.
Or are
See you
you...
guys later.
Aura broke out. Oh, wow, that does work. Holy crap. Huh.
yeah,
Well.
magic. Bye, guys.
This is great. Oh, what? I walked back over here and it refroze me.
Yeah, it's like a stasis pod.
Oh, that's great. It's a one. Also, our pug has some injuries, so I guess we'll just have to deal with that later. Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
You gotta do what you gotta do. In the meantime,
Yep,
resistance is indeed futile. Yeah.
always.
This is gonna be great.
Here's hoping my leg's a little better now. That it had a breather.
Oh, that agony field was perfectly timed. Oh, that makes me so happy. That was satisfying. Oh, we love to see it. All of those Romulans are dead.
Any Romulans on this side? Oh gosh.
Not for long. Well, I mean, they'll still be here, but they'll be mine.
An Andorian and a Benzonite walk into a bar, and they're both part of my security escort.
You assimilated them all.
Yes, that's kind of what I do. That's what they pay me
I like that one of my security escort ran to go help you, but the other one stayed here. He's dedicated to his captain. Promotion for him.
Mine are headed your way, I think.
So, for all you guys in chat, do you guys like the way a lot of these newer ships are looking, or do you think they're kind of tacky? I think, from my point of view, honestly, I can't speak for everybody else, but the newer ships that have been added, with the exception of very few, like the new Ambassador, the new ships in the game look wonderful. Like, I think visually they have definitely done a great job. There are way more beautiful ships in this game than there are ugly ones. But what do the rest of you guys think?
I've been liking some of the newer stuff. They've been looking very, very clean. Like, for example, the synth pilot destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's one of my favorite looking ships in the entire game, like, period, right now.
Yeah, it's clean.
I will say I'm still waiting on the other synth ship, the one that was actually labeled as a destroyer in the TFO. And yeah, you're right, Zeph. The photos never do really do justice. I am excited to see your video on those ships, to be honest. They're one of the best ways to get a look at a ship.
The only ship variant I've not been fond of is that new Narendra, just because the back end and that deflector just are not my style for what type of ships I like to fly.
Yep, I have just come to call it the Birdbeak ship because its deflector has been replaced with a Birdbeak. I understand why that design is there, I guess, because it's a sort of deflector that they've used in other ships, but it doesn't fit well being on the engineering hull by itself and not being like against the rest of the ship, I guess. Like,
especially in that narrow middle section, right?
Exactly. Like, it makes sense on, you know, some of the other ships that use it. Say, like, the experimental science vessel or something, but I don't know. It just didn't sell me on that one.
I mean, I will say, you could see there was work put into it. It just was one of those that just made my cup of tea, and that's okay.
True.
Because a lot of the stuff lately has been just 100%.
I will say, Zeph, if I ever buy the ship, I will probably now end up calling it the Polished Turd, because that I think that very accurately describes that ship. Also, Aura was with me a second ago, but I think he died.
I got insta-nuked.
Yeah, these Romulans have a weird... Oh, jeez, I almost got insta-nuked. Okay.
I'm just wondering what is your opinions visually on the Ross class?
Are any of y'all going to be over here with me?
Guess
We're
not.
on the same side.
The Ross class. I honestly didn't think it was that bad. It looks like a more practical, up-to-date kind of Galaxy. Like, I think it did exactly what they wanted it to be. Like, it looks like sort of a Galaxy class if the Galaxy class were designed today. It's a modern take on the ship.
Well, you also have to remember, I think they released it specifically as a mirror Galaxy, if I remember correctly.
No, that was the Legendary Dreadnought. He's talking about the one that came out of that 10-ship pack.
Alright, so I get those two mixed up, sorry.
But I think it's a pretty solid ship design. I don't think it's, like, super beautiful or anything. It wasn't the best looking ship in that pack, but I think the design of it was very practical, and I appreciate it for that.
Coming down, sorry. Wrong way.
You're fine.
These Romulans were smart. They probably start running now.
Even with Bowel and Agony Fields, it's a little hard against these suckers one at a time.
Very true. Well, Thomas, we killed everybody inside of there, and you're already in there. Okay, well.
Oh, thank goodness for Red Angel suit.
Yeah, I didn't expect to like that armor as much as I thought I would, to be honest. But, like, geez, for a reward that they give you, the Red Angel suit is freaking awesome.
I just wish it came with, like, a their parts.
I mean, I do like that you can have the armor like as a tailor option. That's pretty cool.
Right, I just meant like I'd like a armor shield combo, and that way I can not have weapons out of the set if I don't need a 3-piece.
Oh, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I can understand that.
Because I think armor shield without a weapon would work really well.
Mm-hmm.
Canonically. Words are hard, especially when you're fighting through like touching things.
And once you get that thing upgraded, it's a pretty hard-hitting thing to use, to be honest. Well, we're in.
And it's very handy for survival.
That is very true.
Because it either resurrects you, or you can pop it and get reusable shield and health buffs.
Mm-hmm. But, Zeph, you asked us one. I raise you the question, out of all of the ships that you've gone through, what would you say is the best looking ship in your opinion?
Everything's already dead in this section.
Yep. Oh, I got insta-nuked. And the Red Angel suit is reviving me. Ha ha ha. Can't kill me that easily. Oh, boy, I almost got insta-nuked as soon as I said that.
Yup.
What's that, Mr. Potato? Protect an engineer from the Nakul. You got it, Mr. Potato. Time to spam agony fields and just go to town.
And everything melts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot. One of my endeavors was healing on the ground, so that was a convenient way of getting that done.
Yup.
Boom, boom, and boom. Very nice indeed. Again, like, we've gotten a lot of ground TFOs tonight, but like, these are way less annoying when we actually have a solid team.
Especially when you have a solid team with agony fields.
That is true.
Kinda just makes everything easy mode.
Could say that we're doing this in sicko mode.
I mean,
For all those kids, swag, YOLO, all that good stuff. I don't know what they're saying. Doc, what are the kids saying these days?
you should know you are one. So am I. And I don't know because I'm like not cool. So
What do you mean, Doc? You're hanging out with all of us playing Star Trek Online. You're one of the coolest dudes around.
oh
There's a lot of drones. There's a lot of dead things.
yeah.
I agony fielded a bunch of the Nakul, and that entire wave just didn't even get close.
You got dronified?
No, they just normal died.
To quote an excellent meme, now that's a lot of damage.
Flex tape isn't gonna fix this.
Nope.
Lockhart, never say that again. Say what again? I've said a lot in the last 45 seconds, so you're gonna have to be more specific.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Man, I love this team. We're all hitting them with super advanced weaponry, and then there's our pug attacking everything with a batleth. I mean, it's working, so, like, you do you, man.
Probably on his, he's on his recruit. He's getting melee kills.
Ah, yeah.
You poor dude.
I mean, I talked about it the last time I was working on the Klingon recruit. Imagine that you're a super highly trained assassin with top-of-the-line weaponry and all of the technology you could ever think of at your disposal, and then the last thing you see is some Klingon running at you with a giant frickin' sword.
Convenient thought, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, imagine literally having a gun, but, you know, dude with a sword just beats you into the ground.
We're down to securing the area.
Yep, well, we're just about done.
And I haven't gotten an SNR yet.
Very nice.
One will happen now.
Yeah, yeah.
Just better than space for me because there's less things to go nuclear.
Really, I usually have worse performance on the ground than I do in space.
Space servers are usually more overloaded as part of that, I believe. That was nice.
Yeah.
Nice job, guys.
We handled that pretty well, I think. Pretty solid job there. How'd you guys feel about that?
Pretty good.
Ah, well, that's great. Let's get ready to do another one. Though I think I'm going to switch back to my inquiry here, just because. Just 'cause. Actually, you know what? I technically do have one other build that uses beam overload that I could also use. It's
Technically?
Thomas, I think you know you'll recognize this ship pretty fast once I get into it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about here.
Okay, who's fighters?
Docs. Thomas, does this ship ring a bell?
I've seen it once or twice, sure, yeah.
The what would I call this? This is a Chimera build because it uses beam overload and EPG.
Yeah, but
Because who wouldn't want a beam overload and a Gravwell 3 on your ship?
it's a term, but yeah, yeah.
I mean, but like, why not?
Also, I love the fact you just now noticed my fighters that have been swimming for 45 minutes at a minute.
Yes, no, I've noticed.
So let's do one more TFO, and then we will finish with our big showmanship thing.
Oh, did you want to see the other? Well, actually, I'll show that off then.
Yeah, because I want to do one more run in this Titan, but I definitely do not want to bring the Titan into the last thing, because
Understandable.
I like living.
Living is a plus.
What, are you scared of surviving as a science?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Poor sweet little cherub.
Considering how often I've seen you die as a science doc, I really don't know where this is coming from.
Oh, salty.
And this is why he doesn't have a main science tune, folks.
I do have a main
I
science
tried,
tune.
I really tried. I mean, yeah, but yeah.
No, you have a main tactical tune that you splurge to science onto. It's not
No,
fun.
I mean I have a science profession tune. They are a Romulan aligned, or Romulan Federation aligned alien.
Do you ever use it?
Occasionally. I just don't have any great ships for it yet besides the Titan class.
Oh my goodness, that's
I invested all of my money in my main.
That's the fantastic.
Oh, this isn't the final thing, so I wouldn't worry about it so much. I'm going to parse this because I haven't actually parsed this particular ship in a while, and I'm curious to see what it does, but
go for it.
Wait, because I need to figure out what this is doing now that I actually have phaser consoles.
Lockhart, I apologize in advance.
yeah, I'm sure you do.
The situation is grim. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, are you in one of those melts everything builds around?
All of his builds are
Warrior?
melt everything build. Yeah, that's all of them. Oh my god, I didn't even get to shoot at the fracking cube. Come on.
Not even overachievers. Okay, no, that's fine.
You're proud of yourself?
I'm just gonna be over here. Let me know when it's done. I'm gonna take a quick cat nap.
Jesus Christ.
Apologize.
Good God, man.
That wasn't even necessary.
Yeah.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Like, come on.
I'm just gonna work on cleanup. Holy crap. What?
I'm sure.
Laura, I'm telling you, you are a show off of the highest order. We love you.
Son of a nutcracker.
That's all right. Well, pretty soon, I think in a week or so, we'll have a chance to have another version shine.
Oh yeah. Make sure to tune in next week because that will be the science week. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Holy
yeah.
And that gateway is just
Yeah,
it's
thing
gone.
you call to hell. Well,
um
here, have a sub-nuke anyway, even though
Around
you
to
don't need
face
it.
the
Yeah.
cat cube. I'm just sitting here pointing my butt at it.
Or if you want to just do an ISA by yourself, let us know, man. I mean, honestly, you don't have to waste our time and yours.
To be fair, I didn't
Nothing
think
fair about that. The board never had a chance, and they peed their pants. I mean, honestly.
To be fair, can I just say one thing? I didn't expect to use that first group like that.
Uh-huh.
Somebody get a parser on that sucker.
I did
A whole lot less, I think, is the score.
I did parse that. It is loading.
I just want to see
I don't want
what
to know
Ora
my
did.
score. I want to know my
Let's see
numbers.
what Ora did.
All right, so
Yeah.
I have a plan for the last thing we're gonna do before we finish up here, but we need one more person to come with us. Otherwise, our plan will not work.
I DM'd you, by the way.
Who'd you DM?
He was curious.
Yeah, I'm looking at the parse.
Scatter probably at its finest, that's all I have to say.
He broke ISA.
Yeah, just a little bit.
316.4.
Is all.
And
Yeah.
it's A.
Hey,
I've seen higher, but that's impressive nonetheless. I mean, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, it is. Well, maybe, I think Val is, she might be willing to join us for a run if we need a fifth hand of capability, of a decent capability.
yes, Val, are you willing to join us? Oh, she's in game, so she's getting an invite.
Oh my, that was
Though I might actually wait, because I think she's on her Klingon recruit, and I'm not that mean.
Yeah. Oh, that was just funny. That was the funniest ISA I think I've ever seen. Oh no, I know what you're.
I think Val's exact response was, screw you.
Ah, fair enough.
Because I know what he's doing. Oh.
We all do. And I'll accept that when you get a fifth of decent capabilities. Until then, I'll be fine sitting right here.
A fifth, you say?
Let me finish crafting all my
And
batteries. I'm gonna need them.
check your DMs here in a second.
Which one of us? Lockhart?
Yes.
Me? Uh-oh, I might be in trouble.
All I'm saying that ISA is oops.
Yeah, oops.
All I'm gonna say about the next thing is don't hold back.
Uh-oh.
Look at the schedule he put up.
Yeah, but since we can't get a fifth person, we might have to do something else.
Oh, bless.
Let me know which way you're jumping on that before I...
We are gonna go to the backup plan here, since we don't have a fifth.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, I would definitely 100% not say that. Not at all.
Oh no. You're doing what I think you're doing, aren't you?
Probably. I need Thomas to accept the task force invitation first, though.
Why must you insist upon torturing us tonight?
Yes. Yes.
Don't put it on me. That's all I ask.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. No, what we're doing is much, much worse than that.
Oh, fuck.
Or you know what he's doing, don't you?
Yes, and I've already swapped to the accordion thing.
Glad I got my batteries, boys.
Yeah, you're gonna need them in a minute.
I know. 'Cause I know.
This is gonna be interesting here.
Yeah.
Don't know how this is gonna go. Probably not gonna go super well for me, but oh yeah, let me remember to actually take off this trait because it's not a nice trait to use.
Oh no, you did that. Okay. Whew. That's not what I was expecting. Thank you.
Yes, a 2v2. And Thomas, I remembered this time to take off that trait.
Most kind.
I'm very proud of myself, even though we're on the same team.
Yeah, nonetheless.
Then again, I'm pretty sure Aura is
You can't control the universe.
Aura is in the what is it? The Synth Destroyer, so
I took off that trade, replaced with something else.
that doesn't reassure me when it's you, Aura. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can change that in here too.
All I'm saying is a 2v2 is better than what I was prepared for.
What were you prepared for?
I'm not saying.
Oh, okay. Let's go, Thomas. We got this.
Oh, yes. This should be just fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and get blown up now.
I see Aura. Let's do this thing. Woo! Ow! Ow! He hit me in the back.
Lag. Oh god.
4-man gravity kills. That would be something.
Ow.
Nice job, Thomas.
In a even lag. Just saying that was a bit. Oh.
Doc is running.
Bye, Doc. You're not
Not
the
for
one
long.
saying.
I can't do a thing because I'm lagged out.
I mean, you're putting up a fight because you're not dead yet. You are now, though. I wait. Were you putting up fireworks? Oh no.
Yo, I have lag. I literally cannot do this. This is
Well.
entirely fair.
If you can't do it, then, targeting you won't be exactly, a priority.
Yeah. Also, that's why I gave Aura to you. Then again,
And, like, by the time you're on me, I'm dead. Is the way it's going.
well, do your best, and we'll see how.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Well,
not
we
like
can-
this means anything, dude. It's just a match of...
That's true. I will say that, Thomas, our plan of basically just going out on either side of Aura just now actually worked out pretty well. What ship are you in, Thomas? Oh boy. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. I'm in danger. I'm dead. I tried to use the Tyrium surplus, but then I remembered that even with that, my ship is like a third of the speed of his. That could have gone better.
Right, period surplus. It hath disappeared off my bar.
It half disappeared.
Yes.
My ship just went through the cloaking animation for some reason. Don't really know why. Coming to help you, Thomas. I'm coming. Oh, I did not get the kill, which means we are... Oh, never mind.
It's literally Thomas. I can't do anything against.
Ow, ow, ow. Your experimental weapon came back and hit me in the butt right afterwards.
Ouch. What in the butt?
Huh?
What?
I see something.
What?
There's a ship on radar. Approaching at high speed. It's got blue shit coming out of it. Ow. Jesus. Oh, Aura's hitting me too. Oh, man. Realized that a little bit too late. Just a little bit. Big oof. Alrighty. Let's try that again. Ship, let's buff. Let's ride. Coming over to you, Thomas. I see Ori coming from the opposite end of the battlefield, and I see a whole lot of things, and they're all coming from Doc over there.
That's fine.
Like, we're being swarmed by... Oh, wow. Aura swung around and got behind us.
Yeah, he tried.
I halved him. Oh, got him.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, boy. I see Aura's experimental weapon burst chasing after me right now. Oh, it missed. It hit me, but it registered as a miss. So many tactical flyers. God.
Did I even hit you very hard?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's nice.
And those tactical flyers are annoying because I can't just fly away. Oh, no. Thomas, help! Ah!
Oh, I'll avenge you, my friend. Don't worry.
Ooh, you've got him in that tractor beam thing that I hate getting hit by. Oh, except Aura
Yeah.
can get out of it, apparently.
Oh no, he's just he's discovering one maneuver that works well for him. I think he got it from your book.
Aura, you and I gotta talk later. I gotta figure out how to get out of that like you just did.
He didn't. He just stretched it. There's a difference.
Oh, well.
Oh.
I know what I have to do, and I hate to say this, but I cannot touch Thomas in the slightest.
Ooh. Then Thomas's beam overload build has been improving quite a bit.
Literally, as soon as I hit him, it just...
I don't beam overload. I just prefer this version of it than the TV version of it. It works
Yeah,
for me.
because that is, that one doesn't have intel or anything, right? That's just the...
It's just
That's the legendary one, right?
Yeah.
That's
I
a...
don't have the
s-
speed, nor do I have a hotbar set up for this tune yet, which that actually might be something I might have y'all help me with after stream.
Fair enough.
Hotbar. Although you're only gonna have to introduce me to how to have two separate types of hotbars on the same instance.
Mm-hmm.
That's doable.
Because I want mine different than my science one.
I see... Oh, that was Doc. And, oh boy, I thought I was targeting Aura. I probably should have been, because that would have gone a lot better had I.
Yeah, I didn't even see you.
Well,
You're-
basically Thomas is the only one who survived that.
I flew up and I'm dead.
Very nice.
I didn't even. You weren't even on. Oh gosh, you weren't even on radar.
Oof.
I kid you not.
And for all the people there in chat watching the stream, thank you for watching. You are here at the captain's table. I am joined here with Galactic Roamer,
Hola.
Aura Sonic,
Hello.
and Doc Lightning. And as always, if you...
Is there someone I have anyone trained with that ability?
Hmm?
That
What-
is
which-
kind of irritating.
Which ability?
That is actually really irritating.
What ability?
Polarized Hull.
Polarized Hole. I love Polarized Hole. Because it breaks you out of that stuff that Thomas keeps using.
Yes!
Which I know and just keep actively not using whenever I fight him for some reason. Don't really know why.
As an aura, I hope you're at least killing things because I can't even barely get a shot off.
I have managed to survive exactly one of Aura's attacks so far, and it was that one. And now I'm just chasing him down. And he's immuning basically all of them. So that's a plus. I also just straight up can't catch him now.
I can't. He keeps running away. I don't know why. Come here and give up a proto kit.
Where are you, Aura? Oh god. Someone's beam overloading me from behind. Oh, I almost had him! Dang! Ah, I'm kind of mad. I'm mad at how close I was just then. Ow, ow, ow. Oh gosh. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! 6% hole! I'm dead. Goodbye, Thomas.
Sorry about that, Doc. I had to use you for like that.
So,
Okay, I got a shot off
Aura, you brought me down to 5%, and I was able to cloak using the quantum singularity manipulation, and your experimental weapon hit me afterwards and finished me off. Also, I'm sorry, Doc.
Also,
I'm flying in the opposite direction, Doc. Oh, crap. Aura took advantage of that. Okay. I'm gonna die again. Yikes. I have Big Dead. And like I was saying, for all you guys watching, hope you're enjoying the stream. If you like what we're doing, feel free to follow me or any of the other channels here that are listed at the bottom of the screen and in the About section of my page.
That's just awkward.
Why? Ah!
He flew right in front of me.
Ow.
too white.
Pain. Yeah, I don't actually know where Thomas is. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, I know where he is now. Ow! I warped in and got hit with their... They're still chasing me! Are you kidding me? Piss off!
I can't control him.
Can't control them my butt!
This is too funny. This is too funny. Watch them go after him.
Ah!
Kraken, where did you come from?
I am everywhere and nowhere. Thomas, I could really use an assist. Whenever you're, you know,
I know,
available.
but my assist kind of overwhelms at this point, so I figure, ever since everybody's running away from me, I'll just kind of hide out and let you guys have a fairer fight.
How is this a fair fight?
Well, it's better than, you know...
Because I'm useless, and you actually have a shot against Aura.
I don't know why you think I have a shot against Dora, but you are...
That's awkward. I'll move away. I'll move away.
Yeah, please. Just... Please.
That's not me going in, though.
Oh, I know, but Doc's already dead.
I was avoiding.
You're really bad at avoiding. You went into my firing arc. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, get us out of here. Helmsman. Helmsman. Helm. Helm is not responding. Yeah, I died. Thomas has come to the rescue. Sir, there's another ship on sensors. It's the Enterprise.
The hell was that stun?
Oh, I'm gonna get out of range. Never mind, you didn't leave my range. Also, we almost got sucked.
Got the 25% hold off on me.
What?
Whoever did that got literally the hold off on me.
Oh, crap. He spawned behind us, Thomas. Thomas, Thomas, Thomas. Thomas. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Ooh. What got him?
Yes.
Thomas? I don't think it was me. I was running away and just firing weapons out of my rear arc.
I'm just going in to die. Hello. Goodbye. You killed me.
I would try launching your pets in first, because it's way harder to lock onto you when those things are attacking. I don't know about what Thomas does, but I click on my targets. I don't tend to tab into them.
Thomas is right behind me.
I don't either.
Do 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 do. Oh no. Oh, I saw something there. Oh, okay. That's not Aura. That's Doc over there. Boom, we're protecting the starbase.
Indeed.
Aura's above us.
I know.
Ooh. I can't actually target Aura right now. Well, now I can. Ooh. Okay, I expected that to go differently. Is Aura still alive? Aura is still alive.
Not for long.
Aura is not still alive.
Okay, Thomas has just got no OP at PvP. That's just enough said.
I don't think it's just PvP. Thomas is just OP. End of statement.
He just is. He just is at this point.
I'll tell you what. Jump out and redo the group. Do it 3-1.
That doesn't seem fair.
No, but nonetheless, it'll be entertaining.
Alrighty.
I'm not acting on you. I'm just saying your build is stupid.
Well, yeah, thank you. Very kind of you. I had a good teacher, and then I did a lot of research, and it took a while. The piloting is the bitch. That's really what it is, because I'm used to science ships, and these things fly a lot differently than science ships.
That's true. I do remember. I used to be really good against that ship while you were still learning to pilot, but like the day you learned how to pilot was the day I started losing. It was an interesting transition. Literally one day, I don't know, it was like 15-2 or something, and the next day it was 0-15. This man is dangerous when he puts his mind to something.
I tried.
He blew me up in a science ship, so I built a science killer, and then he built a killer for my science killer.
Just to prove he could do it.
Yeah! I didn't even tell him to. It was like, you blew me up. I take that personally. Oh, God.
Questioning this ship, but no, that was just a joke, to be honest. That wasn't... I think he took it more seriously than I meant. It was really just for laughs.
I didn't take it that seriously, but Alex felt the need to come into the server one random night and warn me about it. Like-
I haven't worked out the kinks on that one yet. You know,
We're all gonna be dead.
oh, you know, it should be fun.
For you.
Like, the fact that Alex had to warn me about it is what terrifies me. Because it takes a lot to scare Alex in a PvP sense.
Yeah, he is definitely... he is the man. I remember one night we had, what was it, 6-8 ships against him in a round, and they were getting wiped.
Yep.
I mean, it was a thing to behold.
But Thomas, that Anorex build you have in the works terrifies him to death.
Yeah.
I feel like he hadn't blown it up once or twice because, you know, it is about timing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think I realized what happened the other night. When I copied the build over, from Tribble, I had it incorrect on Tribble. I had to go back and reset it to make sure. I was like, oh, that's not. Oh, I had it wrong. Yeah, so I thought something felt wrong about it, and yeah, so.
Well, that'll do it. Also, Aura, let me know when you're ready, and I'll hit the button.
Oh, you know what? Real quick, since I'm gonna face 3 of you, give me a second to.
Yep.
I'll go that. No, go ahead.
All right, Aura, what about you?
And since there's 3 against 1, I would suggest you don't need armadas or pets or the distress call thingies and all that.
Nope, I am taking them off of my bar. I will have the Kobayashi Maru.
Well,
That's still taunts. That's still taunts.
I'll take mine off as well, just in case.
Do I need to take my pets off?
What are you a pet? Are you a carrier build?
He's in a carrier, so he's got tactical
No,
flyers.
No, that's part of your ship.
He means like we can't use the Delta Alliance reinforcements, Beacon of Kalis, the Herc Swarmers, those things.
Oh, the distractors.
Yeah, none of those.
Oh, one of them's on me.
All right, so are we ready?
Yes.
All right, hitting the button. This is gonna be an interesting little fight here.
It should be.
I am excited. I have burned through my energy amplifiers. Time to craft more.
The puns before we did what I thought was actually both the things you're gonna have us do. Although I still needed the deuterium anyway because it's impossible to get away with PvP.
True, but if you're fighting against someone like Aura, no amount of engine power is really gonna save you. I tried using my evasive maneuvers and deuterium surplus at the same time, and I still couldn't escape. Wasn't even close. Got blown up. Fun time.
The thing about evasive and deuterium together, once you use one, the other really just boosts your turn rate. I've discovered.
Yes.
It doesn't double stack the speed, which is the main tool.
Do 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 do.
Bring it on, kids.
Oh, wait.
We're in danger.
Yes, yes, we are.
Power to maximum. Oh, shoot. Oh, I thought Aura was already
Power
dead
on.
for a minute.
No.
I honestly thought that he had just wrecked Aura's. Like, oh, good God.
No. I did something planned.
Wow, I was missing. Wow, I might be screwed. Wow, I didn't get him just now. He is super still alive. Wow. This is actually, like, not even a beatdown right now. Like, he is legitimately holding his ground against us.
Did you expect him not to?
I don't know, but,
No,
like,
good job.
I almost died from that. And hello, Yeki, welcome aboard.
Hey,
We are doing a 3v1 in PvP, and Thomas is actually kind of scaring me. Like,
Yeah. Like, oh lord, we're all gonna die.
let's spread out to give Tom a slightly
Come
better
on,
chance.
Come on in. Get in here.
Oh gosh, found him.
Are you talking to Yeki or Thomas? Or
No, I'm talking to all you three of you.
oh,
Let's go.
oh, I see Tom's ship.
Here we go.
Oh,
Nice. Oh, okay then. I can do that.
Very nice.
slap back, triple clap.
Excellent. Excellent.
Nice hit off. Haha.
Whew. Alrighty then.
None. That's the first time I've gotten a hit off all night. Yay. I beat the leg, yo.
They fought the Tom and the Tom won.
Oh god.
They fought the Tom and the Tom won. Or how much damage have you dealt so far?
I can't. No idea.
Oh, you don't have your thing open. Never mind then.
Yeah, no. It's
Thomas is chasing me, by the way. Ooh, temporary hit points kicking in the nick of frickin' time.
Coming.
I would have gotten one-shotted just now if it were not for those temporary hit points. Oh, no. Famous last words. Because I didn't click DPRM fast enough.
Oof.
Yeah. I'm dead. And Doc might be next here.
Nice.
Oh, nope. Oh, they were able to get him.
Close. Close.
technically range, but
Yeah.
there it is.
Basically, what happens is once Lockhart gets in, once Aura gets in range, with support, it's doable.
Yeah. It's doable, barely.
When he just fought me in like a sort of one-on-one, and my ship had absolutely melted. Speaking of, DPRM clicked it this time. I'm trying so hard. That time, that was all just a group effort because you were targeting me, but I was behind you the entire time. Because you were also trying to deal with Aura.
I saw something on the damage tooltip that I had to replicate just a tiny bit, which I didn't know was a thing in PvP.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a certain beam array.
Oh.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yes. Now you know what I'm talking about.
Which
Yeah.
beam array? Do pretell.
I'll tell off stream.
Okie
I
dokie.
think I know which one he's talking about if I'm thinking of the right one. Because I've seen it on enough people.
Oh crap.
Hold together, baby, hold together.
Your pets are just like chasing him. Like there's like a cone of phaser fire going straight up towards Thomas. Ooh, he immunes so many of those, but the last one
Yeah.
was just enough to get him. You immuned a ton of those hits though. Yay, energy amplifiers. I need more energy amplifiers. More. More.
Need them all.
More.
Tell you what I need is more of these. Give me a second.
Full stack. Got a full stack. Full stack. Full stack.
Let's see here. How about some of that? These need to be easily acquired. More easily
Which
acquired.
ones?
Deuterium.
They're craftable, aren't they?
Yeah, but I have to actually stop, take the time to do it, and ouch.
It's one button to claim.
Well,
Oh.
if I could just have one giant red button, that would, basically cover everything I need.
Free crafting should be.
Hey Thomas, you should make a macro for it. I'm sure you could.
I wouldn't even know how to begin.
Claim it all when you're ready. That would
Yeah,
be so
that
good.
would work. Yeah.
Rather than being capped by slots on certain things. Like you have the slots as what's crafting at the moment. Then when you go in to claim something, it's its own independent thing.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I could see that.
Right.
True.
All right.
Why would we build a starbase here? That's what I'd like to know. This. Oh, Thomas is back.
Yeah.
Oh boy, he is not dead. Oh boy, what is happening? What the frack did I just get hit with? What the frack am I currently getting hit with? What the frack is happening? I tried to disable him. He disabled me instead.
God, I just went.
Oh, had me at like 12%. Good God, and he's singing.
Putting up a hell of a fight. Oh.
I think this is just a testament to how powerful Thomas has gotten in that ship. That is not a science, I remind everybody.
Yeah, he's holding his own very well in a 3v1, and we're barely killing him. Barely.
Let's see what this does.
And he's still making improvements.
Oh lord. You're having way too much fun with this build.
Maybe just a bit.
Oh, I think we can replace you there, and you can come here. And yes, you should be there. Damn. The line is too important. Okay. Yep, that's it. Let's go.
Get ready, guys. He's gonna drag as many of us down with him. Kick and scream. Ah, my engines just went offline. Thank you, OSS. And they're back up. Thank you, not OSS. I got a shot off, and it all got absorbed by temporary hit points. Oop! Well, nope. That was ultimately a failure. Oh! And right into my beams. Come on! Oh man, he got out of range. Oh man, that immolating phaser lands.
Hooah.
Look at that healing though.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, you're a tank. Like,
He-
you have the damage of aura, but the healing of all three of us.
He healed more than all three of us combined.
That's
Keep in
just
mind,
not
there are some things you can get from certain areas, but there are certain aspects of this you're not going to replicate no matter how much data you look at. It's just going to hurt.
That was absolutely
That was
wonderful.
great, guys. That was great. I don't think I won. Oh God, I won one. Okay, that's
You got me, remember?
yeah.
Again, if that hadn't have gone our way so many times, you would have easily kicked our butts there.
I have variations of that. Yeah, that's good teamwork right there. Bad.
All right, that is all I had for the night, guys. That was absolutely great. So we're going to go ahead and sign off here. Thank you all for watching the stream. It has been wonderful. Make sure to catch us over at Tom's channel next week for science. It's going to be freaking awesome.
You're gonna basically learn how to tear the universe a new one, and then put it back together, and then take it apart again. Anyway, we're gonna have a blast. Catch you on the flip side.
Rewrite the fabric of reality. All right, well, that's all I had. As always, you are here at Endeavor Gaming, and remember to keep calm and game on.